We have a lot of exciting news coming up for our first episode of Wax News, The Bite.
With coverage from all of your favorite Alden sports teams, as well as the players who are going down in Alden record history.
Stay tuned for a great first episode. I'm Alex Epka.
And I'm Hannah Whiteford, and this is The Bite.
Thank you all for joining us on our debut episode of The Bite here on the Wax News Network. This is our opportunity to highlight the Alden athletics world just a little bit closer on all new platforms.
We're coming to you from a small corner of our brand new studio, while our entirely new set is nearing completion just across the room.
That's right. We'll be soon broadcasting from our all-new set. We didn't want to waste any time.
We have a lot to talk about today, so let's get down to business.
A lot of success has come out from the Alden soccer teams this year, especially the girls soccer team. They even made it to sectional semifinals. This team is made up of 19 girls, 7 of which are seniors. Lucky for the underclassmen Lady Bulldogs, their goalie still has one more year. Alexis Groswell ended her soccer season with a new Alden record. With 10 shutouts, Groswell became a record holder in her junior year. Here's Luke Drew on more.
I'm Luke Drew from Wax News. Recently, Alexis Groswell broke the record for the most shutouts in a single season for the girls varsity soccer team. I interviewed her, and here's what she had to say.
I'm definitely excited about breaking the record for the most shutouts. I'm surprised and very proud of both myself and my team. In the beginning of the season, my goal was to achieve 10 shutouts this season because the past two I've had 8 in each, and honestly I didn't think I was going to achieve that goal, but fortunately I did. I definitely could not have broken this record without the superior effort of my team. My defense has helped me immensely in keeping the ball out of my area, along with the midfields and the forwards who prevent the defense from having to do so.
I then went on to interview senior Gabby Check about Alexis's achievement.
I think Alexis is a beast, and I think that we're also excited on the soccer team that she's breaking this record. I think it's like a team effort, but I think that with like the defense and just everyone working like as like one, that like it helped her achieve it.
Overall, Alexis couldn't have done this without her team. Congratulations, Alexis. I'm Luke Drew from Wax News.
Thanks, Luke, and congrats to Alexis. What an achievement. Speaking of breaking records, Zach O'Shea broke Alden's record for most single season and career tackles. Zach has been a huge asset to the football team, but he could not have done it alone. Zach has been surrounded by a community of support through his family, teammates, and teachers. On Tuesday, October 30th, the varsity football and cheer teams dedicated their final game to a teacher who has been a positive influence in their life.
Now with the winter sports season right around the corner, the bowling team is on a very exciting start to the season. The 2018-2019 season, they are going to be back at their home Alden Lanes. Sports
reporter Ashton Wilson interviewed senior bowler Alex Zepka about some goals for the season and about how it feels to be back at the Alden Lanes. Let's hear what Alex had to say.
With the winter sports season beginning, the varsity bowling team is ready to roll their way into the season. I interviewed Alex Zepka, a member of the bowling team, to ask him a few questions on his outlook of the season.
My goals for the season for the team is hopefully an undefeated season, but at least win the division. Being my last year on the team, I really want to win the division. I think it'd be a great way to end my senior year, but a 10-0 would be mostly ideal. Hopefully, go to sectionals, do good there. Personally, I would like to break the 4th record, which is a high 6-game set. That would be pretty tough to do because we only have 2 6-game tournaments, but I'm going to try my best. We try to be first in ECICs. So.
Last season, the varsity bowling team was bowling on Transit Road in Lancaster, but now, this season, they are at their home lanes in Alden. I asked Alex Zepka how he feels about this change.
I'm actually pretty excited about the new renovated lanes. My first 3 years on the bowling team were at Alden. They were wood lanes, and I just never did good. Last year we made the move to synthetic lanes, and I improved my average by 40 pins. So I'm excited for the new synthetic Alden lanes, and it's nice and close at an Alden, so it'll be nice. The outlook of the team this year, I mean, we lost 2 seniors last year that were started. But we got some younger guys. We got a couple freshmen and underclassmen especially that I'm excited about. Obviously, we have 3 or 4 seniors this year that should be starting. So we got to make a push while we can.
With the new up-and-coming freshmen this year, the bowling team should be able to have a great record and have a great divisional standing. Best of luck to them. I'm Ashton Wilson, signing off.
Thanks, Ashton. I'm really excited for this year's season, especially being back in my home lanes.
Who knows, Alex? Maybe you'll join all those record holders this season.
Yeah, maybe, Hannah.
Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break, so don't go anywhere. The Bite will be right back.
You're scrolling through your newsfeed, maybe watching someone's story, and something jumps out and makes you feel uncomfortable. So you just keep scrolling. You think it's probably nothing. But can you be sure? Report violent or suspicious activity to your school resource officer or school personnel immediately. You can report this activity in person or anonymously online at aldenschools.org/tips. If you see something, say something.
Welcome back to The Bite. I hope you didn't miss us too much.
We still have a lot of news to cover, so let's get right back into it.
The girls varsity volleyball team has had an extremely impressive season so far. They just won the Class B2 championships against Springville. They are now moving on to the Class B championships. Recently, the team had their senior night where they honored the 7 seniors on the team. Now let's hear from Hannah and some of the members on the team to recap their senior night.
I'm Hannah Whiteford reporting on the volleyball senior night. I interviewed senior captain Emma Diebel to see how volleyball has impacted her high school experience.
Being on a team allows you to have people that you can talk to, or kind of like your group of people, so it's nice to be with them all the time.
I also interviewed junior captain Emma Wostowski to see how the seniors have impacted the volleyball team this season.
The bond we had together and the chemistry was mostly brought together by them, and they made the season more fun with practices, and whenever I made a mistake, they'd be there to pick me up, and I could always count on them. I'm excited, but it puts a lot of pressure on me to lead the team and take what they did last year and roll it right into next season and hopefully be as successful as we were this year.
Good game, girls, and good luck in your upcoming sectional games.
Our fall sports teams have had some amazing 2018 seasons. Multiple athletes broke all-in records from both girls varsity soccer and varsity football.
Not to mention, the volleyball team is Class B2 champions.
Featuring Coach Carl on the cross-country team's newest success.
And Coach Turton speaking on all of the wins from his boys soccer team. As a recap of the fall 2018 season, Alex talked with some coaches to see what they had to say regarding their athletes and rankings.
As the fall sports season is coming to an end, I decided to interview some of the varsity head coaches, such as Coach Kern, varsity football coach, Coach Olaf, varsity girls soccer coach, Coach Turton, varsity boys soccer coach, and Coach Carl, cross-country coach, to see what they had to say about their season.
Girls varsity soccer finished 10-1-1 in league play. We started off the season with a loss. However, we went on a tear towards the end there and won every other game and eventually tied Springville, who we lost to earlier in the season. Girls finished with 2 sectional wins and a tough loss against Olean, who eventually won the section championship. Favorite memory from the season, probably our overtime win against Tonawanda. We were down 2-0 with about 5 minutes to go, and we hit 1 goal, and momentum swung in our favor, and we hit another goal with 2 minutes to play. And then coming down from behind and scoring that 3rd goal in the second overtime really got our season off to the season that it became.
A brief highlight of how my season went this year, 2018 cross country. My name is Coach Carl. I coach the boys and girls cross country here at Alden High. My season went great this year. Boys undefeated. They won their 9th straight division championship. Very proud of my boys. Young crowd. We persevered and overcame and put up another championship on the board. My girls, did the amazing this week at ECICs. They upset Springville, and they were actually to capture co-champions of the division. So this is their second straight division championship in a row. The girls pulled off the miracle run this weekend in the mud and the rain up at East Aurora, and I'm proud of each and every one of them. They did a great job. Favorite memory this past weekend, we were at East Aurora for ECIC championships. Bobby Adams ran like a man. Fourth overall in large and small schools, and it was able to give the boys their division championship that we were looking for. The girls this year, I can't tell you, one of the happiest things I saw was them to overcome adversity and beat Springville at East Aurora, and we were lacking one of our top 5 runners. It was amazing. I don't know how they did it. They pulled together, they ran great, and they wrapped up another division title for Alden.
So this season, I think we had a really good season. We finished with an overall record of 10-6-1. We started out the season a little bit slow, but also against really tough competition. Competition that was ranked highly in the state. And while I think we could have beat them, we didn't early on. Then we went into the middle of the season. We started winning some more. We ended up with a 6-game winning streak at the end of the season, which felt great. And then at the end of the season, we lost in sectionals to Newfane 3-1. Disappointing, but overall it was a really good season. Night game, senior night, at home, on the football field, under the lights, against Eden, a division rival. We ended up having a 2-2 tie after regulation, and maybe about a minute into overtime, there was a great cross from Ashton, a corner kick, and Austin Avino just came in and powered his way through, and somehow found a way to get the ball in the net, and everyone celebrated. We had tons of fans here supporting us, and it was a really great way to cap off a senior night for the boys.
Well, I think that we knew going into this that we were a very young team this year, certainly in a rebuilding phase of our football program. With that being said, we knew early on as a coaching staff that we wanted to play as many games as we possibly could, so we signed up to play 10, or decided that we would play 10 right off the bat for sure. I think the highlight, of course, was the immediate gratification of winning the 10th game, so that we could send our seniors off with a win and use that to propel our off-season football program and our training for sure. So I'd say the highlight was everything coming together against Springville in Week 10 for us. First of all, I'm just proud of Zach O'Shea, who broke the single-season tackles record. He was a competitor all year long, really just fought to track, fought to finish all year long for us. He ended up as #1 all-time in tackles as well, with 199 career tackles. So that's certainly a highlight. The way Colin Skronsky ran the football the last 2 weeks, I mean, in 2 weeks, in 2 games, he rushed for 565 yards and scored 8 touchdowns, almost half of his season total, just like that. So I was really happy with the way we went out together as a team. And it's different. Every group, the light switch goes on at a different time, and for us this year, it happened a little later, but that's better than not having happened at all, for sure. So I think those are some of the highlights that I'll take away with it.
Congratulations to all the athletes and coaches that participated in sports this fall season. This is Alex Zepka reporting for Wax News. Thank you so much for joining us on our first ever episode of The Bite. To stay up to date with the latest news, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat by searching up WACS News, and visit our website at wacs.aldenschools.org. Signing off from Wax News, I'm Alex Zepka.
And I'm Hannah Whiteford. See you next time.